for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the Mile High Air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carry now. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6.
Here's Locke to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them in a screen passes.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
He was brought down.
Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution? On the handoff, most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 2nd down now. It's Williams. And some room to roam now. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
For 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
It's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Love. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Frank, 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Now Lock, he lost the football to town, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Kansas City.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. And the all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Goes 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Love. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Taken down.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. It'll be Love to try and get the 1st. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Good.
They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. It's Love. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll run run with Love. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Bryce Love, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chiefs 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Williams, running right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
17 yards.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
From the 4, it's second and a couple. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. fourth down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start the drive with Love here. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Here's Love. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lock gonna throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. On the carry, it's Love. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 3-yard line.
Here's Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. On the return is Spencer. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Ready.
From the 30 on second down, Locke escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Watch out for Hill on the return. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they can put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Kansas City.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Chris Jones.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The ball carrier.
Another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020. A 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Love. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
22-yard
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Locke. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Williams on
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
46-yard line.
You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Gain of 11 on the
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
4 yards on the pickup.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, Williams. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Again, it's Williams. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They turn to Love on the handoff. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a game.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Love again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Love. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Spencer. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Running to start the drive is Love. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 44 yards.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
17 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
I'm here all day. He's crossing. He's easy.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. No, he almost had it. Mahomes already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Kareem Jackson on
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Today's final score.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Denver, they remain one of the hottest teams out